So if you're anything like me, you absolutely love your Notion and digital planning, but you also want to incorporate your paper planning into your system. Let's talk about how you can be the best hybrid planner, featuring some of the new Erin Condren 2023-2024 Life Planner launch items. Let's go. My absolute favorite thing to use Notion for is for content planning. I use it for various different things within my life, but the top one is absolutely content planning. And I believe the perfect paper planning pair to go with your Notion content is the Daily Duo. First, let's chat about some of the accessories that is going to make your transition into a hybrid planner seamless and absolutely beautiful. First up, we have the new Planner Folio, which is one of my actual fave accessories from this collection. It is absolutely stunning, and I have a few extra goodies in here, including the sticker books and some of the pins from the ECLP collection. Here is my Daily Duo, which I think will pair perfectly with your Notion planning. And beautifully, although I did have to take my case off, but my iPad fits perfectly into this secretarial pocket, and it is not a huge task to get it closed back up. I do love that they have like where the zipper is a bit raised, so it allows your planner to get a little bit thicker, or for like us, since we are pairing Notion with our actual paper planning, it has enough room to incorporate an actual iPad into the case. There is a pocket also in the back if you want to add more notes, stickers, whatever to your liking. And like I said, it's not hard at all to get zipped back up. You do have to hold it on one separate hand. But once you get the zipper going, it's a breeze. It is kind of thick with it both in there, but to think that this is all you need and you have everything, including like your stickers, your pens, highlighters, your actual iPad. It's everything you need to incorporate both paper and digital planning. And I mentioned in here, I have the Daily Duo. This is probably going to be the Daily Duo that I go with. This is a 7x9 size, if you guys are curious. My Daily Duo is obviously in the ECLP. I think is absolutely stunning. You have the pop of color on like the monthlies and your overview pages, but ultimately, other than the lines at the top, it is pretty neutral. But I think the Daily Duo is going to pair perfectly because the Daily Duo allows you to time block the rest of your day, the rest of your activities, and let me show you how I will actually set that up. So first up for me, I do love a little bit of deco on my daily sheets. When I'm sitting down and getting ready to plan for the day, I'm actually going to pull up my content planning hub up in Notion just so I can see an overview of what exactly that I need, and try to figure out any other pockets of area throughout the day that I can incorporate either something with my content or something in my personal life. So for the actual Daily Duo, I'm going to write down all important appointments. I'm not even going to like touch into the social part yet until I hop back into my Notion. So this is going to be like, if this is during a work day, I'll put in my work hours, any meetings that I have for work, if I have something to do after hours, if there is like practice for my son, things of that nature, big major events that I know like, hey, I cannot be doing anything during those times. And that's why I beautifully love the hourly layout on the side of the Daily Duo to kind of jot those things down. Once all of that is jotted down, I can go through and see exactly what is going on with the week for content. If something is going to be posted, if it's something for like podcasts, things of that nature. Since this is a mock for Thursday, usually the podcast will come out on Thursday. Not usually, it will come out on Thursday, every single Thursday, like freaking clockwork. If not, we will let you know. One thing that I like to do on my content base for just my personal thing, we do have a separate Notion for Planners and Wine in particular, but I like to have it on my content here because I do try to engage, share the show on not only my personal, and then I'm also engaging over on the Planners and Wine. That is something that I know that maybe throughout the day that I will be chiming in on Instagram or chiming in within our Facebook group for the Patreon, for like anything that we said on the show, things of that nature. So I will add that to the side of my little checklist just to remind myself like, hey, today is a Planners and Wine day. If there is a post that is going up on Myra Plans It, which usually on Thursdays, I tend to not post on my personal platform, but something may need to come up. If I'm working with someone and it has to go up on the Thursday, that is where I will check that out and see where I can fit in to actually post that content, unless it has to be posted at a certain time or after a certain time of that nature. So I'm just kind of playing along and going back and forth with seeing what time I have on my day-to-day and seeing what content that absolutely needs to be interacted with or posted within my socials. Daily Duo is absolutely fantastic in this, because when you are working out your day-to-day in your everyday life, or home life, work life, whatever it may be, you can kind of see like, whoa, maybe I have too much going on today. So if I can move a post to a Friday or another day, then I can do that by moving things over within my Notion calendar. It's also a good way to gauge if you have any additional time and see if there's anything that maybe you can kind of fill those spots with, or if you need that extra time just for rest. One thing I love about doing both is, like you guys know, with Notion, I can take it anywhere. I can pull it up my phone if I'm on the go. I'm more than likely probably not going to have this with me 24/7. But if I come up with an idea or think of something, or something changes within my schedule, I love having Notion on my phone to move things around on the go. But also with paper planning, it makes it so real to me to kind of jot down and write things down. I'm also a very creative planner. I love stickers. I love highlights. I love all the colors, which is why I am so ingrained and obsessed with this Etta V. It is gorgeous. This is something that I can kind of have my creative freedom with my hands and be able to still incorporate that within my planning, while also having the on-the-go ability to have Notion with me on my phone, my iPad, or whatever I have right in my hand, ready to go to change. It's kind of the best of both worlds. So let's also chat on how I would use the vertical compact and the A5 sides in conjunction with Notion. Here I do have the vertical compact. This is the 18-month. This one is in the wild flowers design. So if you're a floral girl and love that little pop of floral and delicacy within your planning, this is absolutely the one for you. Again, I really appreciate that this time around, I think I had a vertical compact last year in the floral design, but there were very big florals on the weekly, so I do appreciate that they actually took that off. So it's overall fairly clean, and I think that gives the flexibility of changing it up, decorating, and doing whatever you want to do with it. So I really appreciate it. But if you still are in love with the florals, as you can see, there is a touch of florals on like the monthly view. I think this will go very perfect with content planning and in conjunction with your Notion. For me, I love to actually write down and track different goals on pen and paper. I have a place within my Notion to actually track down like numbers, interaction, growth, things of that nature. But for me, something like numbers and growth has to actually be written down. It just does not click or feel real, I guess, so to speak, when I put it in Notion. Although I do track it there, I love jotting these things down. So for me, I would use each individual day to kind of track comments, track likes if you are tracking those kind of things, or followings. For me, I think a good idea will be to track questions that you are getting within your content. I think the questions and stuff that people are asking you within your comments and within your DMs about a piece of content that you put out are great, like follow-ups are great ways to keep the conversation going for whatever you're saying. And I would track those kind of questions and jot down like different ideas of what to kind of follow up with, or what kind of content to follow up with. Another good thing, like if you are trying to use like Notion for like work, things of that nature, I don't know if this is just me, but I have a ton of meetings, and I have at least one meeting every single day. And I think these are perfect to kind of track down like notes within the meetings and things of that nature. If you like can't have like your iPad or computer with you within those meetings, you can take your vertical compact, jot down some highlighted notes if it's something that you want to transfer over to your Notion later on. I think that is absolutely perfect for this as well. So there you have it, guys. Here are a few ideas of how you can use both your paper planning in conjunction with your Notion or digital planning. I have a ton of different ideas to do with like the Daily Duo and the Vertical Compact, so continue to be on the lookout for that. If you like this kind of content, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and I will be here to share even more details with you. If you are interested in the new Erin Condren Life Planner launch, be sure to check out the link down below. Everything at this point should be on the website and ready for you. Thank you guys so much. I hope you are enjoying the content, and let me know what else you want to see. I'm absolutely in love with using both paper and Notion for my planning. So any ideas or any questions that you have, I would love to dive deep into this hybrid planning world. I think it is perfect, and everybody deserves to have the best of both worlds. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.